This is your Adventist News, a service of the South Bahamas Conference of Seventh-day Adventists. I'm Stanley Fillard. Coming up in this week's broadcast, Global Youth and Children's Day celebrations set to begin, and participants speak about 8 weeks to wellness. These stories and more on this week's Adventist News. On Saturday, March 19, 2022, the youth and children of the South Bahamas Conference of Seventh-day Adventists will participate in the annual Global Youth and Children's Day. Under the theme, Loving the Forgotten, the youth will seek to recapture the reality of Adventist youth as a global movement mobilized for service, contributing to the proclamation of the everlasting gospel, and ushering in the second coming of Jesus Christ. The youth will minister in their communities in the morning hours of March 19th, and in the afternoon, they will lead out in a time of praise. Feel free to join in the celebration at 5:30 p.m. at the Bahamas Academy softball field on Marshall Road. Safety protocols will be enforced. The Children and Adolescent Ministries departments from our churches within the South Bahamas Conference are also empowered to serve their communities by not only sharing the gospel, but showing kindness to those in need from a heart of love. You will see the children along with their leaders joining the youth in this annual Global Youth and Children's Day, and the theme for the children is Serving from the Heart. We will hear more about what took place during this event next week. The buzzwords for the next couple of weeks are 8 weeks to wellness, as the participants are moving into the third week of coaching and instruction under this year's theme, It's a Matter of Choice. Their lives are already being transformed. This week's presentation by Dr. Alfia Salek was a wealth of information for the attendees.
So we advocate for a plant-based diet, and we say, listen, right now, honestly, plants are the last good thing that we have right about now, right? Last good thing that we have right about now. I mean, let me even just go one place further. Even the nutrition in the plants nowadays is different from what it was before. The studies have actually showed that a broccoli in 1930 contained like 12 grams of broccoli or something like that, so it contained about 135 grams of calcium. Broccoli nowadays, in fact, from the 1980s, that same 12 grams of broccoli contains only 45 milligrams of calcium. So from 135 to 45 milligrams of calcium. What that means is that if us to even get the calcium out of that broccoli, now we have to eat more and more. In fact, that's the reason why some people even turn to things like juicing and smoothies and stuff. Why? Because they can bump up their fruit and vegetable intake by making smoothies out of it and taking the smoothies down. I will also put it to you, please, that when you're juicing or when you're making smoothies and stuff, go more vegetables. Because at the end of the day, if you go more fruits, you're now increasing the amount of sugar that you're taking in. And that itself can actually have risks and some dangers to you too.
At the climax of this program, the participants in the virtual 8 weeks to wellness will be rewarded in a graduation ceremony for all of their hard work. When we come back, we will see what will be happening in our conference in the upcoming weeks.
Are you ready to be empowered? The South Bahamas Conference presents Convention 2022.
How long, not long, when we would no longer be slain in the streets, but we'll walk on streets of gold. How long, not long, till we see him face to face. How long, not long, when the roll is called of yonder, I want to be there.
Join us at the Hillview Seventh-day Adventist Church for Winter Convention on March 25th to 27th, 7 o'clock nightly, and Saturday morning beginning at 9:30. Or watch via the South Bahamas Conference's YouTube page or ATV Channel 658. Or listen to us on Word SBC 88.3 FM. Be empowered and say to the Lord, I will go.
Coming up in the South Bahamas Conference, Winter Convention 2022 is set to be held on March 25th through the 27th under the theme, Empowered by Christ, I Will Go. The guest speaker for the hybrid meetings will be Dr. Ricardo Bean. It promises to be a spirit-filled time in the Word and packed with great music. So, mark those dates on your calendar and plan now to share this experience with your family and your friends. Meetings on Friday and Sunday evenings will begin at 7 p.m. and on Sabbath morning at 9:30 a.m. into the Divine Worship Hour service at 10:45 a.m. The afternoon will be with the youth of our conference at 6 p.m. The majority of the services will be aired live on ATV 658 and also on Word SBC 88.3 FM. Please see the South Bahamas Conference website for viewing information. The Joint Wednesday Pause and Pray Special Edition for the Women's Ministries Department will be held on March 30th, 2022 at 12 p.m. through 12:30 p.m. The women of our conference will set aside time to meet virtually to petition God's throne on behalf of their sisters, family members, and congregations. Contact your local leader for more information on this special time of prayer. The Pathfinder Master Guide Camporee will be held on April 1st through the 3rd, 2022 under the theme, Honor Guard, Are You Battle Ready? Interested persons are asked to register for the Camporee with their local Pathfinder clubs. A minimal fee is required. Feel free to visit the South Bahamas Conference website at southbahamasconference.org to receive more information on all of our upcoming events. There, you can also view a rebroadcast of our Adventist News Update along with other local programming from our cable channel, ATV 658. You can read the weekly logos, as well as the Adventist page publication from the Nassau Guardian.
Do you sometimes suffer from back or neck pain? Are your muscles fatigued? Or are your shoulders slouched when you stand or sit? If so, you may be suffering from poor posture. Poor posture occurs when the spine is placed in an abnormal position for long periods of time. This causes stress on joints, muscles, and the spine. Most daily tasks contribute to poor posture, such as lifting heavy bags or purses, using a computer with poorly placed monitor, either too high or too low, texting with your head hung low. Some symptoms resulting from poor posture may include headaches, rounded shoulders, body aches, and a head that leans forward or backward. The Better Health Channel suggests a few ways to improve and maintain good posture. 1. Try the rule of curve reversal. If you have been leaning forward over a desk, try stretching backward. 2. Exercise regularly to maintain muscle strength and tone. 3. When lifting heavy items, keep your back straight and lift with your thighs. And lastly, make sure your mattress is supportive enough to keep your spine straight when lying on your side. This has been Patrick Wilson with your health tip, courtesy of Adventist Television. And remember, God wants us to prosper and be in good health.
Let's go now to the Adventist News Network with our news feature from around the world.
Seventh-day Adventist members around the world are continuing to pray for the conflict in Eastern Europe, especially Ukraine.
On Friday, March 4, Ted N.C. Wilson, president of the Adventist World Church, renewed his call for urgent prayer, saying, "I am renewing an appeal for special prayer for our church members and all people in Ukraine, Russia, Eastern Europe, the Euro-Asia Division, Inter-European Division, and the Trans-European Division."
Wilson asked that church members pray for all those impacted by the violence and for the humanitarian work done by the Adventist Development and Relief Agency, or ADRA, in Ukraine and the surrounding countries.
Wilson said, "May God come close to all those affected by this very difficult and challenging crisis. Let us lean on Christ at all times and in all circumstances as we come closer to his soon second coming. The signs tell us we are in the last days of Earth's history. Jesus is coming. Get involved.
Well, that's all for Adventist news from the South Bahamas Conference of Seventh-day Adventists. We invite you to share what is happening at your church by sending us your news stories and upcoming events by email to sbcadventistnews@gmail.com. To view a rebroadcast of the Adventist news along with other programming, or to keep in touch with what's happening in our conference, please visit our conference website at southbahamasconference.org. The new Facebook and Instagram pages for the SBC Media Network were recently launched, so make sure you check those out as well, and remember to like, follow, and subscribe to watch radio and television programs for insights and first-hand information from the SBC Media Network as it happens. You can also view programming on our South Bahamas Conference YouTube channel. We appreciate you viewing this broadcast every week, and on behalf of the production team of Adventist Television Channel 658, we thank you for always watching. I'm Stanley Fullord for the SBC Media Network. Have a happy Sabbath.